Good morning, everyone. It's crazy and just out of control where we're living in a world now where you're given a life for a life. And it shouldn't be that way. We're given a life for a life because we have our leaders of this country that's more concerned about his political wins than saving people life. And while he's busy running around making stupid comments and stupid joke, this world is suffering. People are losing their life. Families are losing their parents. Husband is losing their wife. Wives are losing their husband. Everyone is losing someone because the people them are giving their life to save someone else's life. And here we are in a country where the government and the president should be doing more to ensure that these frontline workers are protected, and it's not happening. How do we get to a point where we are giving life for a life? Every life matters, and we shouldn't be giving up one life or putting a life at risk just to save someone else's life. I look at the news, and I don't recall in any of the other country, in China, in Italy, in other country, third world country, where they ever experience what we're experiencing here in the US, where they were giving up life to save a life, or they were working under such extreme extremity where they were getting sick. I mean, yes, there's other country where doctors and nurses and other people were getting sick and getting infected, but to the rate that we're doing here in the US, where frontline workers are sacrificing their life for a life. And I'm not saying that they're not in a job position where they have certain oath to honor and do certain things in the kind of profession they're in, but the way they're giving their life, it's not the right manner, and they're losing their life, and a lot of them are getting sick because they don't have the right equipment that they need. They don't have the proper suit. They don't have, it's just things that the government is not providing to them. Why a lot of them are getting sick and losing their life, not because they're performing their duty as they're supposed to, but because of negligence. That's bare negligence why they're losing their life. And this shouldn't be happening in the United States, where it's a life for a life. Involuntarily a life for a life. The only time you should be given a life for a life, if you choose to give your life to save your child life, or give your life willingly to save a loved one life, or you give your life willingly to save whoever life you want to save, not involuntarily because you have no choice, or you push against the wall where you losing your life to save a life. That shouldn't happen. What can we do to change that? That shouldn't be taking place in the United States of America. It should not be a life for a life. It should not be a life for a life. It should never be a life for a life. And it hurts me to know that it's so much stuff President Trump could be doing, and because he's worrying about getting re-elected, he's taking this as so casual and think that everyone is conspiring against him. So he's taking this at bare minimum, where he's not doing anything to protect these frontline workers. I mean, I have sisters that's frontline workers. I have family members that's frontline workers, and everyone in this world probably have someone that's frontline workers out there that's risking their life and leaving their kids without a parents, or leaving loved one without their loved ones. This shouldn't be happening. And we're confined where our voice can't be heard. We can't go there and protest about what's going on. So how do we help, and how do we change a situation like this? The news is reporting, President Trump don't really care about what the news is saying because he think everyone is conspiring against him. What kind of leadership is this? What kind of leadership do we have when they don't care about their people? The same people that get them in office, they're worrying about their just their own self. It should never have to be a life for a life in this manner that we're dealing with a life for life. I hope everyone, pray for people and family out there. Pray for something to change. Pray for this virus. Don't take its toll on the entire country. All we could do is just hope and pray and hope something give, because the rate of things is going, it is an acceptable, and it is even more acceptable that we are at the point where we're doing a life for a life. Thank you.